Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is April 12th, it's a Tuesday, and yesterday Princess updated their COVID health protocols on their website for sailings from the United States and Canada. So that's what we're going to talk about today. First of all, I would like to welcome all of our Let's Go family members and also a big welcome to all of you who are new. We're really glad to have everyone here together. If there's anyone who hasn't subscribed yet, will you please subscribe to our channel? It will really help us out, and I think that it will help you out too. We have an amazing community here, and I think you're going to love being a part of it. So like I said, Princess has updated their COVID health protocols, and the really big difference is that for sailings from Canada, you now have 2 days to do that antigen test. That is a huge update. It has been 1 day, and I know that that has really been a source of stress for a lot of people. Another change is, previously they were saying that you would have that would apply to sailings from all of the U.S. ports if you were going to visit a port in Canada. And that wording is not there any longer. So keep in mind now you have 2 days for the antigen test and then 72 hours for the PCR test. That is also an update, and I actually love that clarification because when you think of 73 days really is 72 hours, but at the same time, maybe someone checking people in would have in mind the 72 hours and someone else would have in mind the 3 days and then be off by an hour or two. So if you're going to do that PCR test, make sure that you keep in mind 72 hours from when you're going to be embarking on the ship, okay? Now, along with that 2-day window, I want to point out that right now, the protocols for sailings from the ports in the United States are that if you are vaccinated, you get 2 days for your antigen test, 3 days, and it still does say 3 days for your PCR test. If you are fully vaccinated and you have all of the boosters that you're eligible for, you get 3 days for that antigen test and 3 days for the PCR test. So that is a change. If you are not vaccinated, you have to do your PCR test within 3 days, and then you're going to get tested again at the port. And so I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows about that change. I also want to point out that if you are going to go to Vancouver and you're going to be there for a few days before your sailing and you need to be tested there, I've got 2 great options for us. Number 1, you can take with you the tests that you can order from Optum, so that way you can do them with your laptop or your phone in your hotel before you go, or if you're visiting family, you can do it at home. That's an awesome option. I think that's the easiest one. They also have like 3 separate testing locations outside of security at the Vancouver airport. And so that's really a wonderful option as well. I'm going to put a link to the website just in the information box under this video. It is really easy to make an appointment there, and you could easily just take an Uber back to the airport, hop out, do the testing, and then be on your way again. So if you want to see me walk you through those websites, let me know. I'm very happy to do that. But if nobody cares, then I won't worry about it. But if you would like to see that, let me know. But that's a really good option. It's like $68 and change US to do that. Like I said, you make an appointment so that you don't have to worry about waiting in long lines if they're super busy. It's just a really good option. The other option that I could think of is if you're there visiting friends and family, they might know a really handy place to go. If you want to share that with everyone, just put it in a comment and I'll share it out. But otherwise, those are the 2 options that I think are the easiest for people that don't live there and are not really familiar with all of the options. So also, I wanted to let you know, to go along with that, it still states that the ArriveCAN app is still required for arrival into Canada. So if you are new to thinking about the ArriveCAN app, you can download the app on your phone or you can do it on the website. The app is super easy to use on your phone. When it comes time to upload like your passport and your vaccine card, you just, it actually accesses the camera on your phone and you just take a picture. It's super easy. And if that's not working for you, you can just upload it manually. It works really, really well. So that's a really great option. The other thing that you need to know about that is it has to be done within 72 hours. So just bring along with you your passport and your vaccine card so that you've got everything you need. I have not been all the way through that app yet because I am hoping to pick up a cruise to Canada and Alaska this summer, and I don't want to mess up my account, but I did make an account and it's really easy to do. So let me know if you need more information on that. The other thing that is really important to remember is that a lot of airlines have their own requirements that you need to meet as you board a flight that goes internationally. Some of the airlines are just using Verifly. Verifly is only an app. It doesn't have a website, but it's really, well, you can find it on a website, but you can't fill it out on a website. You have to do it on your phone. And it seems like it's really straightforward as well. I'm going to do that and I can tell you about it. And then like Delta, they have their own, it's called Delta Fly Ready. They don't have an app for it yet. You have to do it on the computer, but that is one that you're going to have to fill out and make sure that they verify that you've got all the documents with you and meet all the requirements to be able to go where you want to go. Diane on our live last night pointed out that Air Canada has a lot of information on their website, and they really do. So I would read through that if I were going to Canada, and especially if I were flying on Air Canada to get there. So just make sure that you kind of keep track of all of the things that you need to do. And in fact, I was thinking of putting together a checklist and just putting it on our website. So I'll let you know when I've got it done. But just of all the things to keep in mind when you travel right now, and make sure that you don't forget anything. I know that it's a lot to keep track of, but you know what? I would so rather go through the work to do everything and get to go, because it's so much funner to go than just to stay home. Now, in addition to what they said about the testing windows changing a little bit, I wanted to point out that on their Princess website, it still says that masks are recommended, but they are not required. And if they are required in any venues, they will have lots of signs as well as communication from the crew. I also wanted to let you know that it says that the buffet is going to be served by the crew still. I know that we've been a little bit concerned about that, talking about it. We heard from someone who was on the Ruby on the latest cruise to Hawaii that they were allowing passengers to serve themselves. I would love to hear from somebody who is on the Ruby right now about whether or not they are still letting people, the passengers, serve themselves. And so all of the other, like when I talked about that, lots of people on other ships contacted me and said that the crew was still serving them. And so I don't know if they were tight on crew and that's why they did it or what, but I would love to hear from anyone, because it doesn't seem like that is the standard. Now, if you're going to cruise on Carnival, they have all along, for a long time now, they've had it so that passengers serve themselves in the buffet, and Royal Caribbean is also going to that. And so I would just love, and I would love to hear from you all what's going on the different cruises that you're on right now, Princess as well as other cruise lines. And I would also really like to hear if you receive any notices regarding any cruises that you've got booked, just so that we can know what's going on, because that really helps us all out, and it helps us give us a really good idea of what's going on and maybe what to expect on our sailings as well. So I appreciate you all doing that. And then the last thing I wanted to remind everyone, let me know if you want to do a meet and greet on any of the cruises that you all are on. And I am happy to announce, and I could even, we should put a little place on our website, I think, to just kind of list when the meet and greets are, and then you all can get together on your cruises and get to meet each other, because I am really finding that the people that I am meeting here, I think, are going to be my friends forever. You are just like family to me, and I am hoping that you are able to have those same kind of friendships coming out of this, because that's what makes life rich. So I hope that this has been helpful. If any of you have any questions about any of this, don't hesitate to ask. If there's any content that would really be helpful as you prepare to go on a cruise or on vacation right now that you need some help with, just put it in the comments and I'll do my best to get that information out to you. I really appreciate you all watching and being here with us. You all take really, oh, you know what? And if you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.